everyone. Good morning. As they say in Romania, for the third time, whoever wakes up very early will be sleepy all day. I hope this will not be our case today. So with your permission, I have some notes. I will refer to them as I didn't want to be very creative on this stage today, maybe later for the party. But apparently I prepared in Romanian, so we will deliver in English, so that means still some creativity will be done here. I'm sure an AI will be doing a better job than I am. So anyways, let's get to it. I'm Ciprian Pirv. I'm the president of the board of directors and CEO for Payten in Romania. Thank you everyone for having me here. It's a great honor, and I think it's a valuable conference, not only for the business environment in Moldavia, but also for the overall society, and I think the organizers are doing a great job, so thank you. So this is a business event. I think we will have a great deal of opportunity to discuss business, but business cannot thrive in adverse environment, so I will make a few remarks about the overall political and societal situation in Moldavia, for which I think the current period is very important and relevant. So we see everywhere in the Western world that even from the North America to Romania including, that the political contests are dividing people and societies and nations, and are making impossible to reconcile various opinions. And I think that in any society, as for a corporation, as we are, or for a family, as long as people are divided and fight against each other, will be very difficult to progress, and it will be very difficult to evolve. So I think in the context of the political situation in Moldavia, it's very important that the society comes together and continues on the path selected by the people. We have seen in Europe, and for the many years already, and in Romania for the most of my life, that we have taken for granted a lot of the human rights, liberties, freedom, peace, and prosperity. And this is being challenged more and more everywhere, and are not being universal values taken for granted. So I think in this context it's very important that we continue to fight for preserving those values. And people have the right to make their own choices, and what better way to do that is than to go to vote and select for the path going forward. And I think the vote has been casted in Moldavia last week, and I think it's a way forward for the evolution of the business and the society here. Once the people have casted their votes, I believe it comes the leaders' responsibility to guide them and to lead them in the proper and responsible manner, to bring prosperity in a way that values and preserves the fundamental rights and freedoms. I think we can prefer one system or another. We can look west or east. We can prefer democracy over autocracy. We can prefer political views of the left or the right. But in the end, what is important are the results of the system, what is delivering for the people. If the system is delivering prosperity and is doing it in a way that it cherishes the fundamental human rights, I think that's a good system, whatever that is. In the Western world, we have been used to living according to these values and according to this system, and it has produced results for us. I'm coming from a country, Romania, who selected this road for a while now, and it has produced for us the highest growth in European Union in the last 10 years for Romania, economic growth. It has taken Romania from one of the last places in terms of purchasing power parity in Europe to the middle of the ranking, standing through to these values. Moldavia has selected and reconfirmed the same way, the road to liberal democracy, and I have all the confidence in the world that it will produce for Moldavia the same results as it did for Romania in the past years. So as a business leader, I see this as strong signals for me to invest resources and time and knowledge in the development and growth of this market. Other business leaders have come before me and others will follow suit, making the economy here, galvanizing the economy, supporting the growth, bringing investments and know-how and access and a chance for the economy to evolve and to grow. The company that I represent, Payten, is one of the global leaders in payment solutions, but we started in Eastern Europe. The company was founded in Serbia, and we have becoming, in the meantime, a global player for payment services. We are working with banks, with financial institutions, with merchants, with regulators to facilitate the evolution and transition of small emerging markets into the economies that we aspire to achieve. Just as an example, because my speakers before me mentioned about the banks and fintechs as maybe not being on the same path, I think not only that banks and fintechs can coexist, but more they can help each other grow. And Payten is a great example of how we can work together with the banks to grow the economies where we activate by facilitating merchants' access to payment, to innovation, to transactions, and to growth ways. So, just in conclusion, I just want to say that our brothers from Moldavia have selected their way through prosperity by observing the fundamental human rights. And I think it is our responsibility to support them achieve these aspirations and goals. And Payten and me personally are here committed to this promise and to this road. So, thank you.